Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very exciting New Year episode of the Save Slot 3 Gamescast. I'm your host, EOF Gizmo, joined us by Massive Das
Hello, everyone.
and barely clinging to life, Mr. Craig being Craig.
Wobble.
Wobble indeed.
It's all over for me, Dave.
It is
I'm
all
gone,
over.
mate. It's all over.
Much like
As
Arsenal's...
our good friend Mr. P would say, we've lost the whole bloody lot now.
God
It's
God
all
rest
gone.
Mr. P. God rest him.
Yeah, it's a deep cut, isn't
It's a
it?
deep cut. It's a sad cut from the podcast of years ago.
Yeah. I'm a broken man, Dave, clinging on to life at this point.
Much like Arsenal's title hopes. Come on! 1-0. Anyway.
Spurs.
Up the Villa. We're gonna get to lots of exciting things in this new year. Me and Pengi are turning 36 this year, so that's exciting, Pengi.
Yes.
The podcast is turning 10 years old next month.
Huge.
10 years I've been starting podcasts by saying and Massive Das. 10 long years.
Does that mean that all the Souls-like players are going to start like making weird, inappropriate comments towards us now?
Hoyo. Well, one of our fellow podcasters is one of those people, Craigo, so we'll find out later. But let's start with...
They like him young, don't they?
Well, allegedly. If any lawyers are watching. Let's get on with what we've been buying and playing. We'll start with Craig, because we need to preserve some voice. So if we get him out of the way, and he can just rest his little lungs and his little throat, and he can just drink a milkshake or something in between. So Craig, what have you been buying and playing this year?
This year? Christ, Dave. Well, if we go back to the start of January... What's I've been playing? I don't think I've bought anything other than some pickups, which we'll get to in a bit, which was from last week. In terms of playing, boys, last week, if you remember, I was in a frantic rush to beat Destroy All Humans 2 for this podcast in order to finish it for our Backlog challenge to make it 4 out of 5 for your boy. And as a true trooper, we got there, boys. I think I did it on January 1st, actually.
Wow.
So
Shame that makes it ineligible. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. I'd mainly been playing it on the portal before that, if you remember, but I finished whatever I'd been playing beforehand, and I was like, right, let's just get this done, Dave.
Hell yeah.
In the words of Chris Pengi.
Yeah. Get it
done. So I did start playing on the telly as well. It's really good. I will say the last two last two areas are probably the weakest in the game. Which is Russia, and then you do go to the moon. Russia's just a bit boring. What they've done is they've tried to make it a like very communist little like place, which is all very grey and plain. They did a very good job of that, but then when you play in the game, you're like, oh, this is all just very grey and plain and smoggy.
Craig hates communism. That's what you needed to know.
Well, it's what they were going for, I guess. But yeah, it does also compared to when you're in like San Francisco, which is really bright and colourful, and the London area is really cool as well. And you go to Tokyo, and that's really like again colourful, and there's got like a lot of stuff going on. You go to that, you're just like, oh, this is grey, isn't it? This is grey. It's like the 360 generation. Remember that? Every game was grey then, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's like an away trip to Hull.
Yeah, God. It's a grim world up there, Dave. Christ.
It really is.
So yeah, I finished that. It's a good bit of fun. I enjoyed it. And then there's a game that I meant to start kind of way before, in all honesty, but getting Destroy Humans done, and trying to get a few other bits, and I just didn't get around to starting it. So I finally started Metroid Prime 4, boys.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played it in a few days because death has taken me, obviously, and all I've done is kind of shambles my way around work, make it home, crawl into bed, and kind of die in a heap. It's been my life. Yeah, I've started. I've done the first two of the. Is it the keys you're getting? Whatever it is you're trying to get.
The
The
MacGuffins.
five.
Let's just say MacGuffin.
The MacGuffins.
Yeah.
And I've figured out where I've got to go for the third one now. I think I've made it to the ice place basically,
Oh yeah.
but I haven't actually done any of the ice place. I'm really enjoying it so far, boys. I'm really enjoying it. I think from a you boot it up and you have the choice of the performance mode and that. Obviously, I went for the 60 frames per second mode, not the 120,
Mm.
because I don't have a TV that's going to support that. And I'm not. I've been playing. I actually been playing it on the TV, not handheld as well, because it just seems like that sort of game for me. Um, so I picked that, and it does feel silky smooth. In fairness to it, it does feel absolutely just flawless performance-wise. I think it looks incredibly pretty, especially the first area you go to, the like foresty area. That is very, very pretty. And I think the kind of like the biggest highlight is the music is like phenomenal, boys. It's so good, the music.
Mhm.
I don't know with this. Obviously, I don't know how the madness of the Game Awards works. Does this fall under like next year's? So this
Yeah,
year's
next,
Game
yeah,
Awards?
it's
This
next
has
year's game.
got to be nominated for best soundtrack, surely. It's got to be an early contender straight away because it is brilliant, absolutely brilliant soundtrack. It's
Until you
just I've
get
been
to the
playing,
desert and there's no music and everyone moans.
yeah, um, yeah. I've been playing it with headphones on the whole time, and it is just that soundtrack is just popping off in the background non-stop. It's brilliant. Um, so yeah, like I said, I'm really enjoying it. I like the more linear aspect of it. Um, I actually knowing where I'm going and it not feeling like a complete slog, is actually is a positive for me. The fact that it's not been brutally punishingly hard as well. Again, I love. I know that Metroidvanias is one of those genres in gaming that's been around for 700 years at this point, and the purists want every one of them to be hard as dicks, and for you to have 8 different entrances and exits to every room you go in. And you've got to not know where you're going. You've got to feel lost and confused and getting pummeled to death at all times.
I could
But
interest you in Hollow Knight Silksong if you want.
yeah, I was about to say that not every game needs to be fucking Hollow Knight Silksong, does it? Like, I remember a couple of years ago, um, I played, if you remember, I played that Prince of Persia. Is it The Lost Crown, the
Mhm.
Yeah.
Metroidvania game that year? I quite liked it, but if you remember right, I found the difficulty and that all a bit much. The same year that Tales of Kenzera game came out, which reviewed nowhere near as high and nowhere near the accolades. I understand why for like the purists, but for me, I was like, this is a game I prefer. Like, this is so much more approachable. It's so much more fun. I'm not lost. I know where I'm going. Like, I'm enjoying this more for myself. Like how I want to play these sort of games, and this kind of almost reminds me a little bit of that, where I'm like, oh, I'm liking that I'm not dying every 10 seconds, and that I don't feel completely lost and confused the entire time. There was one bit where I was a bit lost and confused before I got to the ice place. That did take me probably longer than it should have done, but that was probably more a little bit of user error, let's say, from myself. But we got there eventually. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. I think weirdly the weakest part of the game is actually the combat. I feel the combat's very much just like holding down the um, lock-on button and firing, right?
Yeah.
So I think for the boss fights it's really good because they've got like they got their special patterns and you got stuff you could be doing that. But just for the general enemies, it is pretty boring the actual combat. So I'm hoping it doesn't lean too much into that for like non-boss fight enemies, and I hope it focuses more on like the cool levels and the puzzles and the figuring out how to get things. So I feel like that's where the game excels much more than just the combat. I'm hoping it's more that and more like some cool boss fights as opposed to just like endless rooms of the same enemy over and over again. I hope it doesn't. I'm hoping that it doesn't kind of get to that because I think that might be a bit of a problem for it personally. But yeah, from what I've played so far, I've been really enjoying it. I couldn't care less about this whole it's got voice acting that makes it bad. It's Nintendo. I like the voice acting personally. I wish it had more voice acting. I wish Samus actually talked because I find that's the weirdest thing. The fact that you got these like witty characters like talking, and then Samus has just stood there and
Yeah,
then
and
just nods, and
she's
you're
had a
like,
voice before as well, and that's why because I agree because you get more characters sort of roughly where you are now and a little bit after that are quite
yeah,
cool and they're quite like again I don't want to spoil anything but they're well into talking to Samus, put it this way, and it's like come on girl.
yeah. It always feels a bit lazy to be honest with you. It feels a bit like they just couldn't be bothered to like.
I just think they're
write a cool
terrified. It's
character
the
for
same
Samus.
with Link. I think they are terrified of getting it wrong because they did one game where they got it really wrong. If you remember Other M, Pengi.
Yeah, but then she did speak the Chozo language in Dread as
But
well.
then she didn't speak the Queen's English, which is the.
Yeah, I know, but she has spoken not just in Other M.
Just as long as she never says the baby over and over again for about 6 hours. Oh, but anyway, yeah, I agree.
So yeah, weirdly, the bit that everyone is obviously crying and moaning about, I'm like, no, they should have gone further in on this. I wanted more character. I want a reason to be, Team Samus right now. As opposed to that's one of my big moans about Nintendo games generally is that all the characters are just kind of like cute sprites that don't really have a character. They just look cute and have cool names, and everyone's like, oh, I love them. I'm like, yeah, what? Yeah. How do they feel, Dave? What are their feelings?
I would love a dark, edgy Kirby game.
Exactly.
Why do I eat them? I must eat them now.
Exactly.
With
I was gonna say,
daddy issues.
Forgotten Land
Maybe daddy issues.
Forgotten Land was a bit
You're about to tell me
edgy, I guess, for
it was the Warrior Within of the Kirby games. That's a deep cut for everyone.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I haven't played that in a little while, and the only other thing I have started, which I've played one little session, that was it. Just because I wanted something to be playing handheld whilst I've been playing Metroid. I did start Stray on the PlayStation because that's in Plus now, which again I should have played years ago, but I've just never had the chance. Now it's in Plus. I'm like, it's I started using the Portal a lot more recently, and it has been performing really, really well. Actually, really like.
Have you been toying with the Sorry, Craig. Have you been toying with the cloud or just the console streaming?
No, I've just been console streaming because it has been working a lot better than it used to be for me. A lot more consistent.
Oh yeah. Have you got premium? Or have you just got the middle?
Yeah.
You should try Stray on the end there. I'd be interested if you could tell the difference, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I probably will at some point. But yeah, it's I quite enjoyed the little bit I played. In all honesty, it seems quite simple. You're playing as a cat. I like cats, right? Who don't like a cat?
I am well known to love pussy, Craigo. Well known.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So yeah, I played I enjoyed the little bit of that I played so far, but I didn't get massive far though. I feel like when I looked at my PlayStation, it was like 18%, which I was like, oh, that's surprising considering I didn't play a huge amount. I did, because wasn't this game nominated for Game of the Year or something like that?
Yeah.
Thing?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a bit mental. I don't know if it's quite that. It's not blowing my dick off here, boys. It's a fun little thing to be playing on my Portal.
I
but
think
it's not
the year
it
did get nominated. I think it was the only indie up, and it was like, okay, they've just put it forward because they want to put an indie up.
Yeah.
It's like, we've got to have an indie here for Game of the Year, right? But
So yeah, I've started that. I don't know if, because I think it has got quite a high platinum percentage, but looking at it, there's quite a lot. You got collectibles, haven't you? And then isn't there a speed run you've got to do?
yeah,
as
it's the
well?
speed one that gets you. You got to do a speed bit without not getting hit or something.
Yeah, so I'd have to do 3 playthrough. Well, like a whole playthrough, I guess. Collectibles, mopping up, because I'm assuming there's a chap that's left or something.
Yeah, I think there
And
is.
do another one to get the speed run, which I don't know. But it's like games like that where you're specifically playing handheld, like the idea of having it handheld and having the guide up on your laptop, and it's all just a bit of a faff at that point, and then you start questioning, what am I doing with my life? So I don't know. I might just play it through and be done with it, to be honest with you. But we'll see. We'll see how if I can be bothered to try and get the platinum. But that's it for me, Dave. Before I descend into a coughing fit, which I think is coming for me at the moment.
Yeah, you get yourself some liquid, boy.
Yeah.
Right. Well, before we get to the main course, which is obviously Chris Pengelly, we're going to talk. I'm going to talk, which is always interesting.
Well, I think this week you're the main course. To be honest, looking at this,
Pengi, you are always the meat at the centre of the Christmas dinner. Don't you worry. Me and Craig are just the rice and the brown sauce.
Yeah.
Another in-joke. We're going to get 10 years worth of in-jokes in for the next month of podcast, by the way. Talking about all of the things me and you have bought. We're gonna go through every episode and count how many PS5s I've bought and how many Xboxes you've bought and sold.
Yeah.
We'll do a giveaway.
There was a lot of Xbox One.
There was a lot of Xbox. The early days. It was me with the PS5. Was you with the Xbox One in the early days?
Yeah.
Right, so what have I been buying and playing, boys? So let's get with the boring buying. So I've got what I haven't spent yet, which is a weird thing to go with, but I'm going to talk about. I've got a £50 PlayStation voucher and a £50 Amazon voucher I haven't spent yet. So they're in the back burner. So keep them in your mind for now.
Mm-hmm.
I got in game into what's it called? Sports Direct game. What the hell do they call it now? Like a 2 for $20 deal. I picked up Sandland and Monster Hunter Wilds for the PS5. Just because I wanted to buy a game. I've been wanting to play Sandland. I think it is on Plus Extra, but I just have Essential. And Monster Hunter Wilds, everyone has been telling me it's good. It's a tenner, so I'll try it, right? Haven't played any of those yet because I'm busy backlogging it up, as I'll talk about when I get to my play. The other thing I bought, Craigo, so if you remember last week, I did talk of the idea of selling my spare 360 because I had 2. So I've sold my 360 in about 5 games, none of which were any good. I think the most valuable was my ex's copy of Diablo 3 on 360. Can't imagine she's going to want to play that now, so I sold it. So I got a voucher for that, and I used it, Craigo, to purchase a PlayStation 3 Slim. If you've seen my channel, you know I'm on the hunt to get my completion percentage up on trophies, and I have quite a hefty amount of PS3 games dragging me down, and it's a very cheap console. So with that, Pengi, I got the same bundle with the same voucher. I picked up Killzone 3, Ratchet & Clank: A Crack in Time, Resistance 2, and Grand Theft Auto 4. And then
Did you finish Grand Theft Auto 4 last year on 360?
I did, but that still means I've only got like 3% of the trophies, so I'll happily play it again.
Right.
It's fun.
Okay.
And then I went into town yesterday on my lunch break, and I spent £4 on Infamous 2 and Motorstorm Pacific Rift.
Nice.
So I've got...
I got a feeling Motorstorm Pacific Rift is still online. If it is, or not on, from one of the online servers and stuff, we should play some multiplayer.
If it is, we'll 1,000%, because Motorstorm's great, because obviously, as Craig knows, the Motorstorm devs then went on to make Drive Club, then went on to make Onrush, then went on to make Dirt 5. So my allegiances to Evolution, quite high. Big fan of the Motorstorm games. Very, very fun. But yeah, it's one of those. I've tried to stick to, apart from GTA, mostly to games that I haven't finished, or that are first party games that just aren't going to come back. So I've got like 3 or 4 trophies. I've actually got most of the online trophies for Killzone 3. I'm really frustratingly missing, I think, 1. So I can't get the platinum. But that's it. Everything else I could get. I've got all the other multiplayer trophies for Killzone 3.
It's
and
Killzone 2 that people have brought back online. It's not Killzone 3. It's 2 that they brought back.
It's a shame because 2 single player is like not as good. It has a horrendous boss fight at the end of it, Killzone 2. And it's quite a sluggish game. It's still a good game, and considering the first Killzone was terrible. Killzone 2 is a lot better, but Killzone 3 is a game I have a lot of nostalgia for, and I want to go and finish at some point. So yeah, that was what I picked up. In terms of what I've been playing, so on Switch 2, this is the first week we don't have Mario Kart on the list, boys. The only Switch 2 game I'm playing is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment on my holiday. It's fun.
Is it better and worse because Zelda talks?
She talks a lot. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
So that's fun. So that's the only Switch 2 game. On PS4, but technically PS5, I went and got the Uncharted 4 multiplayer trophies after having the realization about Killzone. I went back and did the 4 trophies I needed for Uncharted 4's multiplayer. So that was fun.
Nice.
And then... Sorry, I'm just getting my list up. On PS5, so me and Chloe have played a ludicrous amount of PES 2015, boys. So I think when we talked last week, I think I said I'd played 48 hours prior to this session. Right now it says 96.
Jesus Christ.
So we've doubled that. We've played 5 seasons of Mass League. My trophies have gone up from 5% to 55%. So yeah, that's been ground out. So I probably won't play that for a little while. I've played some Lego Incredibles. Again, me and Chloe just playing co-op. I've played some more Gran Turismo 7. I know I talked about that quite a lot last week. And I'm really, really into Horizon Forbidden West at the minute. It's really turned the corner now, where I'm really enjoying the side quests. I've got some really cool weapons. Some of the gear stuff's really sick. The story started to get interesting. It's still a beautiful game. So I'm enjoying that. I'm kind of plodding away on that, playing 4 or 5 hours a night. It's got to the point now where I'm cool, I want to know what happens at the end. So I'm going to keep playing. And then the last thing I've been playing is a very random one. So I don't know if I feel like I bought you two a copy of this, but I might be wrong. Lego 2K Drive, which I haven't touched since I got it in 2022. So me and Chloe were looking for some trophy games. I loaded it up, and I was like, this is Mario Kart World, but with like objectives and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's wild. It's actually like very similar. So like you've got your basically P missions, but obviously it's got the Ubisoft map system, so it's easy, and all your like little mini things you do in the worlds, like that are broken up into smaller worlds, go towards the overall goal. And the gameplay's fine. It's a perfectly adequate kart racer. It's fine. You can build your own karts and stuff. It's a Lego. It looks great. Runs great. So yeah, I've just been quite enjoying plodding along with it. I love a secondary racing game. But yeah, I was really surprised. I loaded up. I was like, this is literally what Mario Kart World is, but obviously a bit more modern. And I love Mario Kart World, but I know its shortcomings from a single player perspective. But yeah, I feel like either I bought you Lego 2K at some point, or it's been on Plus. But yeah, it's one I would, if you do want that type of game, but you want it to be a bit more structured. I do quite recommend it. It's pretty fun. Obviously, I played it on PS5.
Yeah, I did.
So.
I did play it and finish it, and weirdly, I think finishing the game trophy is like quite a rare one. But I guess being a kids game, kids never finished it, so it makes like a trophy like that quite rare.
Yeah, a lot of the trophies are really rare for like, because I think the main completion issues are that it's quite grindy. I think you've got to do a lot of destroying, a lot of like racing. But again, I knocked out the I think there's 2 multiplayer trophies, so I smashed them out pretty quick. And then just plowing on with it. But I'm enjoying it so far. But yeah, I've been very much PlayStation centric because I'm on the trophy hunt at the minute. I will obviously go back to the Switch. I've got quite a lot I want to play on the Switch at some point, but that's very much an in-bed console. Much like Craig's Portal. But yeah, Pengi, save my throat now. What have you been up to?
So I have 0 pickups,
Da.
and then for play, I got 3 games. For one of them, I will talk about when we get to the backlog tots. So one of them, and I started talking about this last time we were on, was Anthem. I hadn't finished it last podcast. I have finished it now. I actually finished it on like December 31st, and it's the last game I finished of last year. So I finished that, and I also did more stuff after I finished the main story. You have like NPCs that have like quest lines and stuff, so I did all theirs to get the trophies for them, and I unlocked some few other trophies along the way, like the different regions. If you uncover like everything, you get a trophy for them. Like, I won't going out my way to doing it, but I did get some of them. And like there's a trophy for like do a mission with epic gear stats and stuff like that. So I thought before the game closes and stuff like that, I will do these NPC trophies and stuff like that, which I got back. I think I played like just over 20 hours of it, and there's always people online. Like, I put like a video on my channel of playing it. People joined on my game online, and this was like a Monday afternoon and stuff like that. Like, not wouldn't think many people are playing Anthem at like 11 o'clock in the in like the afternoon on a Monday, but people were playing it, and joined like the session to do the missions and stuff like that. I joined a couple as well near the end as well, because you got one of the NPC things is like, come back to me later, and it's like, well, I've done all my other missions, so I was like, I'll go help some other people, and found games quick enough and stuff, and then come back and finish that. So that was Anthem, and then the only other thing I played was Skate Story, which is also a Plus game. It's in the middle tier of Plus. I just decided to play this. This is the first game I played this year, I guess, and yeah, if I finished as well. It's a weird game. It's like, it's called Skate Story, and you think obviously it's going to be like a load about skateboarding and things like your Tony Hawk's where you're trying to get your combos or your skate. It's not really like you have a skateboard, you have to do tricks and stuff, but it's more like the weird vibes of it and stuff. Like the plot is like you want to eat moons for the devil, and you signed a contract, and you're this glass demon, and you're just going like doing random things. Like, one of the levels or like missions is like, go do the laundry of the devil. Well, you don't really need a skateboard for that. Obviously, using skateboard to get around quicker than walking and things like that. And you have to like chase down a cone or something from what. And again, it's easier on a skateboard, but there is times we do have to do tricks and stuff. There's like boss battles in the game, and you do a trick, and then once you like land the trick and the combos and stuff like that, you do damage to the bosses and that. But it doesn't really seem to make a huge difference if you did like 2 tricks, you did some damage, or did like 20 tricks in a row, did damage. Like the damage bar seemed to do like the same. Um, Always, it might just be me, but they always seems to do this thing. It's like, oh, this boss has got like 10 health bars. You basically got to do like two, like 10 lots of combos of tricks to do damage to him and stuff like that. It's got some good music and stuff like that. Kind of reminds me of like today, there's previews of Romeo's a Dead Man, like Suda 51, like the weirdness of it, of the story, and like there's a talking rabbit that talks to you that's like good for it's like it gives me like weird Suda 51s and sweary vibes and things like that wrapped in a skateboarding game. Yeah, it's a very odd one, but it is on Plus, and if you did want to check it out, it's not long. It's like 4 or 5 hours it took me to finish it as well, and it is on Switch if you wanted to go play it there, if you wanted to. And that's it for me.
Nice, Pengi. I'm sure that
Mm.
you'll play more as we go on in the new year. Excellent. So, let's go on to our double tots of the show. Tots. So, boys, which way around would you like to do it? Would you like to do Backlog first, or would you like to do the fantasy?
Yeah,
first?
Backlog, because I think that's going to be quicker, isn't it?
Okay, so every year we do the 2026 Backlog. Not every year, but this year. And we play 5 games in our Backlog. So last year, boys, Pengi, do you have the news up?
Yes,
Because I've just
I have it
accidentally
up.
closed it. So if you go on and talk the viewers through what we achieved and didn't achieve last year.
So last year we picked, well, I say we picked 5 games, but we get to, I guess, which is me. So you got 5 games. Dave, you had Fantasian, which you did finish. You had Doom 2016, which you did finish. Rise of the Tomb Raider, which you did finish. And Half-Life 2, which you did finish. Chrono Trigger, you did not finish. You finished 4 out of 5 games.
It's not bad, Pengi. It's not bad at all.
Not bad. It's not bad. Then Craig, you've had Alan Wake 2, which you finished. Space Marine 2, which you finished. The Last of Us Part 1, which you finished. Destroy All Humans 2, which you just about finished. And Lost Judgment, which you didn't finish.
I couldn't let him have it, Pengi.
Yeah.
Just couldn't let him have it, could I?
Yeah. So you also finished first. Now, for me, I say Pit because if you remember, I let you guys pick my games and stuff like that. And I believe you picked 2 each and 1 you picked together. So I think you picked Mafia Definitive Edition together. That I did finish.
Nice.
Immortality, Craig picked. I know, I did finish that. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, Craig picked. I did finish. Fantasian, Dave, you picked it. I didn't finish it. Didn't even play it. Didn't even play it. And then Days Gone, you also picked Dave, which I did actually restart again. Restart from the very beginning, and I got further than I ever did, but not finished. So I finished all the games Craig picked for me, but not the ones you picked, Dave. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. You picked all
I
the
finished
short,
three.
easy games, but
What we're saying, Pengi, is
Yeah.
that this is the most successful year you've had by far, I think.
Yes,
It's
3
the
out
year
of
that
5.
we've
I
picked your
normally have.
games for you, and what you
I-
should do, Stuart, is let me pick every game you play going forward, essentially.
I guess, but would you have picked Anthem for me, Craig?
No.
no, Craig.
No,
Craig,
and I
if
played
anything,
that
is a
quite-
sane man.
I would have played 20 odd. I played 20 odd hours of that. So. Yes, it was my most successful year because I think it is apart from you, Craig, because you normally do very well. I think me and Dave normally do struggle. I think overall we've been pretty successful this year compared to previous years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So that was
We're all winners in the game of life, aren't we, boys?
Yeah, so that's 2025, which I now
It's
just
not
gonna
about the winners and losers, it's about the friends you make along the way, right?
Exactly.
cross that out. So that is now dead to us.
Now it's time for
What's
2026, Pengi.
Yes.
So, Chris Pengelly, we're gonna do.
Yes.
Everyone's just. Do you want to do one at a time, or do you want to do all of it at once?
No. No, do all of it at once, I reckon.
All right, Chris Pengelly, give us your 5.
Right, so my 5. So a bit like last year, I let you sort of pick and that, but I changed it up. So Dave, I gave you a list of games, and you picked Gravity Rush 2 for me.
I did.
And then I've also got Craig to pick one, and he picked Metaphor ReFantasio for me.
Yeah, I did.
You won't be finishing all of Craig's games this year, then. Is that what you're saying?
No, I looked at the list you gave me, Pengi, and I saw. First of all, the amount of video games you buy and don't play is staggering. When I saw the 10 games that you'd given between me and Dave, and I was like,
Yeah.
God, he's bought all of these. These are all
Yeah.
video games he's bought and just had never played. I was like, this is insanity. And I was looking at him and I was like, oh, I really like Metaphor Fantasia. I really like that game. And I was like,
Mm.
it is baffling to me that I'm the one idiot that's actually played that game. And not to shit talk Dave, but I have no faith that Dave's going to play it. And I was like, maybe I can make Pengi play it.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I don't know. It is long. It is long, Pengi.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Yeah. And then 2 more on my list. So I'm planning to play Super Mario Galaxy, and I believe you are planning to play Super Mario Galaxy, Davey.
We will get to my list in a moment, Pengi.
And on that same note, I believe Craig is going to be playing Star Wars Outlaws, which we both bought Black Friday. So it's one I like Dave, both of us are going to play it. So that's the Craig and Dave picks. I picked one this year, and we're talking about played, and because I started my backlog game after I finished Skate Story, and that's Demon Souls,
Okay. Is
which
this
I have.
the...
This
I'm
is the
guessing
remake.
this is the remake that launched.
Yes.
Wasn't it a PlayStation 5 launch game? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not playing the PS3 original. I'm playing the
No.
remake. Even though actually I think all they did was the graphics. I don't think they changed any like other stuff. So
Well, you
I
can't
think
change things, Pengi.
I think it would actually play the same if I played on PS3. So I have actually started Demon Souls. I have defeated 2 bosses so far, and I've gone to World 2-1. So I'm not a huge amount into it, but I have started it. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
yes. So and it is.
Isn't Demon Souls like wasn't it like Dark Souls before Dark Souls? Isn't that what Demon Souls
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
Literally. Yeah, it was literally the one
Yeah,
before.
that was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the first one because Kingsfield it was that sort of thing as well.
It's the
So,
first
yeah.
one that anyone cares about.
The first one that
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
bought.
Yeah, so sort of thing. So I started that. It's like I say, obviously it's a Souls game and stuff like that. I had a problem one bit in it thing. I was talking to Deirdre in work, and it's like, the dragon. You gotta run past this dragon. And he's like, yeah. When you get to the other end, there's like 20 enemies waiting for you. And I was like, you get to him, and he's like, you go backwards, you're gonna get burnt to death. If you go forwards, you got like 20 enemies, and I said that was a really annoying part
Get good,
of it.
Pengi.
But fun.
Get good.
Well, what I did was I just ran past the 20 enemies. They started walking up the stairs, and I just killed them one at a time.
Oh, Pengi.
You get your souls, Dave. You get your souls. You go back to the maiden. You level up, and you come back again. And yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Yes. Yep. So that's mine.
Perfect, Pengi. Well, we'll do
Yeah.
mine, and then we'll get to Craig for his poor little throat. So this year I've got a bit random. We're also doing the 5th one live, boys. So before we get to the 5th one, let's do the first one. So the first game on the list is The Last Story, which is a JRPG on the Wii that I've never played before from Sakaguchi-san, who of course made
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. So I recommend that also. I'm going to try that because I've never really played it.
And you did finish Fantasian last year, so
Yeah, so this is the last one that I haven't played, I believe. I don't think you worked on the rest. So yeah, The Last Story. Looking forward to playing that. The second game is Cyberpunk 2077 plus Phantom Liberty. I've made that distinction. I've been meaning to get back to this for ages, so why not put it in writing? Every time I've played it, I've enjoyed it. I just haven't had a chance to sit there. So as part of the get more trophy percentage, this one is a game I've started. I've got 2 trophies, so we'll get the rest. Number 3, I've got Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2. So I'm doing both of them, not just the first one. That's why I said I'll talk about it later for Pengi. But yeah, I've never played 2 at all. And I played 1 back in the day on Wii. I've got the little bundle that's on Switch. So I was like, you know what, let's just play them both. They're not massively long games. And I think after playing 1, it's just basically like playing a DLC.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I might start that one soon because obviously it's very different to Demon Souls.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's a bit of a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Then game number 4, as I talked about earlier, I've purchased Sandland, which is from the later Akira Toriyama. Me and Craig played the demo. Thought it was an okay demo, just as in the combat and stuff was fun in the demo, but the demo was really badly laid out. I'm just curious to see what it's like. So I was like, you know what? I have it physically. Why not? Let's play that. So there's that. So that's 4, boys. So game 5, we're gonna do live. So I've got my PlayStation on here. I've got all my physical games surrounding me, Craigo. There's a lot of really stupid ideas I'm having right now. You know, we've got Persona 5 looking at me, for example. I could copy Pengi and do Gravity Rush 2. You know, I could do that. I could do Fantasy Life I. Got that on the Switch too. I could do... What game is this? I'm just going to pull a random game from the shelf. I could do Wheel of Fortune on the Wii.
I don't think that has an ending, so...
Right. I could do the Smash Bros. Brawl single player that I've never done. So I'm looking for some input, boys. What type of game do you think I should be looking at?
Well, you already got a JRPG.
I do.
You've got a Western RPG
I
in
do.
Cyberpunk. I'm not really sure what genre Sandland is.
It's like an action RPG.
Yeah, and you got a platformer, so I don't know. Like you've not really got. Well, Cyberpunk you have got shooting, but I was gonna say you haven't really got first person shooter or third person shooter. You haven't got a racing game. What else, Craig?
I don't know. I reckon Fantasy Life is a good shout. In fairness, so you bought that digitally on the Switch, didn't
I
you?
did.
So
I
I
did.
feel like that's one which you almost owe to yourself at this point to finish. And it's a fun little game.
It is. Yeah, it
It's
was
not too stressful or anything like that.
So I think it was between that and Path of the Goddess for Switch 2. And
Yeah.
I've probably played more of Path of the Goddess. So I think we'll go with Fantasy Life I. That's a good choice. And yeah, that's my 5. So that's Last Story, Cyberpunk 2077, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Sandland, and Fantasy Life I, The Girl That Stole Time. So, Mr. Craig Warren, what are you going for?
So, boys, the first one, like Pengi said, give me Star Wars Outlaws, which I think I picked up for £15 on Black Friday.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
I think Dave sent me the link on Amazon,
Oh, yeah.
and I couldn't resist. I think it's just come to Game Pass as well, if I remember rightly. As I thought, of course, that's come to Game Pass as I bought it.
Yeah, I did see it earlier and I was like,
Planning
I can't. I can't send Craig a screenshot.
Yeah, those rat bastards, Dave. Those
know.
rat bastards. So that's gonna be number 1. Number 2, I've not written this down, so I'm going purely from memory, boys. It's terrifying. Number 2, I normally put a PlayStation game in this, right, boys?
Mhm.
Because I have so many PlayStation.
You have a
like 4/5.
disgusting amount of PlayStation 4 and 5 games, Craig, that you haven't touched.
Yeah, there was one year I did it all, and I struggled that year a bit because it's hard to get them all in, isn't it, in one year? So I put one in last year, maybe the year before, and that seemed to work quite nicely. I thought I'd do the same again. I did Last of Us Part 1 last year, right, Pengi?
Yeah.
So I thought, let's just go straight in. It's just come to Plus. Let's do Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, why?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Of all the choices you could have made, you got God of War,
yeah.
all of
I
Uncharted.
thought it might be
Fucking hell.
an interesting one to talk about as well. And
Yeah,
I can watch the second season of the TV show, which I've heard such good things about, Dave.
Yeah, and you'd be like, yeah, Abby's the better character in this. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right, let's get on to the mystery pickups, boys.
Do it.
So one of them for the Switch 2, boys, and it's something the thing that Dave's actually playing at the moment is Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment.
Hell yeah. That
Yeah.
is left field.
Yeah.
So that could be my first Zelda game.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna upset people, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first in the timeline of that.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly. It all makes
Yeah, you
makes
just
sense,
gotta
doesn't
play
it, in the
it.
end?
Yeah, you're gonna make you play it in order.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna be like these people who watch the MCU in chronological order, not the order that came out in.
The
Yeah.
worst thing is you're going to like it so much that because the combat is just Dynasty Warriors that you're never going to be able to play the actual Zelda games.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get to an actual Zelda game and be like, this is fucking shit.
Literally,
What's this
literally.
crap?
Yeah, you go play Breath of the Wild after this, and you'll be like, "What is this?"
Yeah, that's just out of woke nonsense. Mainly, I wanted something on the Switch, boys. I mean, I've been enjoying playing with my Switch in bed, and I was like, I want something I can get the Switch 2 on. So
Hell
I'm
yeah.
playing bed, and I was looking, I was like, well, the stuff that they've like released that's come out this year, I've played a lot of it in fairness, so that made a lot of sense. And then the other one that I picked up at the same time is another game from this year that I just missed. I didn't have time to play, and one that Pengi I think spoke quite highly of. So it's not a Dave game, definitely. And that's Silent Hill F.
Nice. That's
Ooh.
what I figured you would have got. That was one I was like,
Yeah,
Oh, that is a good one. And
yeah,
also, that is not long at all, unless you go for the multiple endings.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it was. I saw it there, and I was like, oh, I've not, I've not played that when it came out. And it's one that I really wanted to, and it reviewed well. I know Penguin really liked it. And it's probably this. I imagine this would be the one that I'd start like first because, like you say, it's not long, and obviously I do have it physical, so I can just get it sold essentially once I finish. I can Pengles it, right?
absolutely.
So that's probably the one that we will go to first. And then the last one, which I'd forgotten about, and I had to just remind myself as I was talking then, was obviously I had a Yakuza game last year, right, boys, which was Lost Judgment, which I didn't do. Mainly because they released another Yakuza game. I ended up playing that instead, boys. They fucking knock this shit out non-stop, don't they? So I'm gonna put another one in. I'm not gonna. I was tempted to put the same one in again. And I was like, oh, let's go a different route. And I just picked up that shiny collection that they did, right? So I've gone for Yakuza 0, boys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I thought let's pop that in there as well. Which again, that might be one that I start fairly soon. Maybe after Silent Hill F, just because I've then got Kiwami and Kiwami 2 to beat at some point as well.
Yeah.
So
Kiwami
Before
1 and
Kiwami
Kiwami
3.
2 is probably shorter than 0. Combined 1 and 2 is shorter than 0, I think.
yeah, that probably makes sense,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, that's my 5. Yakuza 0, Silent Hill F, Age of Imprisonment, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Last of Us Part 2, boys.
So is that 4 PS5 games and a Switch game? Or is Outlaws on
Um,
Xbox?
Outlaws is on
Outlaws
Xbox.
Outlaws
yeah.
on Xbox,
Yeah.
okay, nice. Xbox lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 out of 15 for for our backlogs.
Yeah.
I could put a PC. I could play Outlaws on PC, even though they're on PS5 now. But yeah.
Yeah, just play on PS5.
Yeah, I was tempted. Because obviously I play everything that tends to be first party that I want to play straight away. And the only thing that was tempting me was Oblivion Remastered. But I was
I
like,
beat that
nah.
last year. It was fun. But
Yeah, I was like, nah. I think I'll. So when you're trying to narrow it down to 5, aren't you? It's like, I'll stick to what I've got. I think.
yeah, I had, like I said, I was paralyzed by choice. Like every time, I think the first time I did the list, it was all Switch games, and then I was like, well, this is great, but then I've played 5 games that are almost identical, and so I was trying to change it up a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot to play. Like I know this is a really obvious thing to say, but like there's been a lot of games come out over the last 5 years, let alone when you start going further back. So I think even for us three that play a lot of games, you've got a lot of choice, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nice. Well, a good group of games. And I'm excited for to play these games and talk about them. But before all of that, boys, we've got a fantasy draft to do. So let me switch over to the fantasy draft screen for the viewers. There we go. So while the rules remain the same as last time, we draft, we counter pick, we have a grand old time. So, as the perennial loser, Mr. Chris Pengelly, you will get to go first.
Yes.
So begin.
Okay. Have you started
I
it?
have clicked it, so you might have to refresh.
Okay. I just had to refresh it.
Okay.
That's what I want. I have drafted my first game and the first game of the
So if you could tell us
season.
what you draft when you do it, Pengi.
Marvel's Wolverine.
God damn it. That was what I was going to
Yeah.
draft. So it's my turn. I think we are going to draft. The very reliable Resident Evil Requiem. Gregor, your turn.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to be in this position, boys. Okay. Right, it's my turn. I might actually do it. I'll be a big boy this year. Do it myself. I reckon. So, I will take Grand Theft Auto 6, boys. I believe.
Are you going to do that at your end, or do you want me to do it at your end? At my
I'll do
end.
it.
You
I'll
do
be
it.
a
Okay,
big
cool.
boy. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. And I was saying that. Has it done it? How's it done it? There we go. I've done it. Yeah, it's gone through. Right. So Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yep.
And then it's back to me again, isn't it?
It is.
Huh.
I think the big games are a real
Right.
struggle this year. I think it's the smaller games that are easier.
So where do we go? I wasn't expecting to have.
Where do we go now?
I'm gonna take. I think it will come out very soon. I'm gonna take Forza Horizon 6.
Ooh. Nice.
That
Now,
should be drafted
I would
now.
never counterpick Forza Horizon, but I have a theory this is going to be the lowest scoring one because everyone hates Xbox now.
But it's in Japan. We've always wanted
Yeah.
Japan.
I know, but it's difficult because it's like what they're expecting them to do things that it's just not possible. They've been great games, but I mean, I hope I'm wrong because I love those games. So, right, we're loading. Right, so what do we go next? Saros will get the PlayStation bump, but I don't particularly like the idea of it, so I won't do that. Not that. I'm going to go Control Resonant for my game 2. Just looks good.
I feel
If people like that game.
counterpick for
Yeah.
me. I don't know
Really?
if that comes out. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't believe. I can see that getting delayed.
Wow.
What I believe in is in PlayStation, so I've taken Saros.
Saros will go one of two ways.
Yeah.
It will go one of two ways. It'll either be 90 plus or it'll be 70s.
Mm.
And you get to pick again,
What was
don't you?
Eternal? That was like 90 off.
Yeah,
wasn't
but
it?
this is a sequel, and obviously it's got Media Darling as the main character, right?
Yeah. So yeah. So I'm going to take next. Who's going to have a phenomenal year, and most probably, if I was going to bet on it, will win our Publisher of the Year in 2026 is Capcom, because I'm taking Onimusha.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take, if it will let me, Yakuza Kiwami 3.
Right, so it's back to me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look. Where do we go from here, boys?
Where do we go?
I'm gonna take Mina the Hollower because it fucked me over last year.
Yeah. It's coming any day now, Ray.
Yeah,
Any day.
any day, any day. And then I will take. And I've kind of stolen this idea from Dave from last year. I will take Trails in the Sky, second chapter,
You rat bastard.
because that first one got Dave 20 points last year, so
And
I'll have
it's a
that.
great game series that everyone should play. Right, back to me. God, there's some stretches when you start clicking on this, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
There's nothing jumping out at me, if I'm honest with you.
It's wild how high 007 is on like hype factor this year.
I just think there's a lot of stuff that doesn't have
Insane.
dates.
Yeah.
I think that's the honest truth. And there's a lot of like really like, oh yeah, there's this game. And you're like, well, is that going to come out? Right. So I'm going to go Splatoon Raiders.
Okay, so it's back to me. I'm sticking with Capcom. I'm taking Monster Hunter Stories 3. Can't go wrong with Capcom. What's it doing? I want to pick my next one. It's just loading. Okay. And sticking on that, I've also took Pragmata.
An interesting one, Pragmata.
Everyone loved the demo.
Yeah, it's just whether it has the
Yeah.
legs, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone loved the demo.
It feels like a game that's gonna be a 7 that everyone loves, though, right?
It could be like an 81, 82.
Right, I'm going to have to start going risky soon, but I don't think we're quite there yet. So I'm going to go Dragon Quest 7 reimagined, which is a game I'm really looking forward to.
Right. I think, boys, I will take Neo 3.
I've got a bad feeling about it. That's why I haven't taken it, because I looked at it.
It was taken early in the G name draft and stuff like that, and the previous two reviewed less than one, but they both reviewed pretty well. But Rise of the Ronin didn't read that well, which obviously was a PlayStation exclusive as well. And then was it Wu Long was the like multi-format one that only reviewed okay as well. So like the last two.
There's just been a lot of samurai soulsy games. That's my main thing. It's like, but
I
he's
feel like
picked it now.
Even
so.
a bad one of these will be 80.
Yeah, it won't be.
The first
Won't be
one's
like
88. The second one's 85. Looking at it.
Yeah, it's not going to be 70, but it's not going to be 90.
No, absolutely not. And then I'll take Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave.
Bastard, that was going to be my next one.
Yeah,
I don't
even remember it existed.
I don't quite believe it's going to come next year fully yet. That's why I didn't take it.
No, it's the perfect time to take it though. Next, I think you'd be brave to counterpick it.
Yeah. Right. So, the Dust Bloods, I don't know if that's going to come.
I don't know how that's going to do either.
No. Lego Batman. No. Marvel Token, I've played it. It's a fighting game. Persona 4 Revival, if people who, again, like, they might be kicking off about stuff. I'm not ballsy enough to say Half-Life yet. That's pretty safe. I'm going to go Gears E-Day.
Oh, I was going to take that.
So let's have a look. See.
Any more Capcom games for Pengi to take?
I think that's it. I think because you've took Resident Evil.
Right.
And Mega Man is a collection, so it doesn't count.
No.
I'm going to take Marvel Token, no, because when was the last time an Arc System Works fighting game reviewed badly?
Oh yeah, that's
Sure.
like a mid-80s game, definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
They know. I remember I take one nearly every year, and they always get me like 80 odd points.
This is where this one
Yeah.
gets 4 out of 10. It doesn't work. Pengi's
Yeah.
completely ruined
Yeah.
it for everyone.
And then I'm going indie, Craig. I'm taking it. It's coming this year, Craig. I've took mixtape. I was gonna-
Oh, you bastards! I was hoping I could leave that until like the end and just take it right at the end.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna get a lot of points.
Yeah.
I think it probably does come this year, doesn't it? I think it will. The previews when they had it were really positive about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. God, there's a lot to choose from, isn't there?
Yeah, this is your 7th game, Davey.
Okay. We don't need to start going too crazy yet, do we?
No.
So this is where... Will Reanimal do that well? Probably not. I thought it looks quite good, but will it be better or worse because of Little Nightmares? Who knows, right?
I think it's a safe like 10 points in it, that game.
If it didn't
It's
have,
gonna come
if
out.
it didn't have THQ on it, I would agree with you
Yeah, that is the risk.
because of
right.
IGN and stuff. They just don't. Let's go Lego Batman. I think that's safe. It's not exciting, but it's safe.
Right, has it flicked back to me? Yes, it
It
has.
has.
Right, so I've got 2 on my here. Right, where do we go here, boys? Where do we go? We're not going Pokemon Pokepedia, I can say
Absolutely
that right now.
not.
We're not
You
going
could get
Crimson
Pokemon
Desert.
Gen 10, Craig. You can risk it. It's the 30th anniversary.
Yeah, it's true.
If it comes out as points.
I am slightly concerned that I don't have a lot of stuff with dates. 'Cause I think I've made this before and it's
You
worked
have
out for
made
me,
this
in fairness.
mistake. But the
Th-
ones in
This
the first 10 you can drop, right? So
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. The winning tactic of this generally is to have a big like end of the year, isn't it? Essentially,
yeah.
this is always won by the person who comes from behind late in the year.
Well, you are the reigning, defending, all-conquering champion,
Yeah.
Gregor, so you know better than we do.
Exactly.
Yeah, this will make it 4 in a row, Craig, if you
So
win.
it's the
We'll have to-
Stadia
we may
goes
have to-
fourth, Pengi.
We may have to retire it if he wins this. You got Four Loop or whatever it's called. The only PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't think.
The
Yeah,
only
you could take
PlayStation
fair
exclusive
games.
Pengi's not taken yet. So
Yeah, I could take fair
Oh,
games.
that looks so bad, doesn't it? Oh yeah, fair games. I think, boys,
Can I
I'm gonna
take?
take Vampire Crawlers.
I looked at that. I did look at that. So I think that's probably a pretty safe one.
Yeah, people love that, like Devon. I don't know. It's gonna get so much goodwill just from that. And then, God, it's between Phantom Blade and Reanimal for me. I'm gonna be ballsy and take Phantom Blade. I think PlayStation believes in that.
Ballsy.
Yeah, I think PlayStation believes in it.
He also believes in that other one that Pengi bought this year, mind.
Yeah, I know. It could be that, or it could be Stellar Blade, and you don't have a clue, do you? Right, this will be Dave's 8th pick. There's nothing as I'm looking at your choose list right now I'm like, that's what I'd feel confident counter picking. It's absolutely nothing. Other than, oh god, it's all risky in it, man.
So I've gone for Super Meat Boy 3D.
Oh, that's a great shout, Dave. That's a great shout.
Great shout. Right, so it's me. Right, what have we got here? So the hype factor highest is 007 at the moment.
Which is wild. That's a
Yeah.
wild thing to do.
Andy picked it first in the one.
Really?
I just there was still a lot of options on the board. Do I take Mu Gen X? I took it last year and then it got delayed to this year.
You've got 2 picks, Pengi, so you do, boy.
Yeah, I just having a look. I'm just having a look. Oh, I know what I'm going to take. And I took it in the G-Number one. I think people don't realise what it is. Or can't remember what it is. I've took the Blood of Dawnwalker.
Yeah, from the Witcher devs, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, I was looking at that and I was like, I kind of want to. I don't know. I really believe in that game. I do really believe in that
Yeah,
game.
they did a couple of videos of it the other day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I know that. I know that game."
Every time they show this, it looks incredible.
Yeah, and then I'm going to take the Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales.
Interesting. Right, so we got my 9th.
Square Enix 2D HD games that they always review well.
God, these counter picks can be really hard, boys. Really hard.
Right, we need to get a bit ballsy now because I need to win this year. So do we take that one or do we take that one?
God, I'm genuinely annoyed at you, Pengi, for taking mixtape. Genuinely annoyed. And Blood of the Dawnwalker, honestly.
Right.
I didn't think anyone else
Time for
would want
cricket.
that. Oh, I like that, Dave. I like that. Oh, that's got a really high counter pick percentage total war.
It's because it's
People
either
must not
going to
think it's
be
coming out.
the best rated game this year,
Or it's not going to come out.
or it's not going to come out.
Mm.
God, that's a bullshit counter pick, isn't it? Right, this is my last 2 now as well, isn't it, boys? Cool. Right, so what have we got left here? God, it's wild to me that none of us are taking Dust Bloods. It's just...
I just don't. We haven't seen anything. Like that's the
No.
honest truth. Like,
Yeah.
And I took Elden Ring Night Rain
Yeah.
really. That may have been my second pick last year, and it, it got me like 10 points. But obviously, you expect more from your second pick, don't you? And I feel that was a generous 10 points as well. I think
Yeah,
if
well,
that
no one
game
talks
comes
about
out
it, do
made
they?
by anyone else,
No.
it's not 10 points for me, is it?
no, because it's one of those. Like even the DLC that came out, like there was like 2 days of sponsored streams, and I haven't heard a single person be like, "Oh yeah, do you want to jump on that ring?" You know what I mean? Like I don't see people playing it really. Even
What's
our
we got
resident
going on it?
Souls-like person doesn't talk about it. So
No. It may be after Demon Souls, but by the time that Neo 3 will be here, so
We got going on. God, Marathon. Saw Marathon on my list, boys. That's a choice that you can make.
it's another PlayStation exclusive for Pengi. Well, that's not exclusive, is it?
no, it's not exclusive for that one.
God, I'm in the weeds back here. I don't think I want anything this far back. Christ. Right, let's go back to the start. I think I'll take Reanimal. The natural video game with a date, boys. It's coming out at some point soon for me, which I feel like I desperately need looking at my team. And then my last pick. I think. No, I will. I'll take Persona 4 Revival. That's it, me. That's me. You all picked out, boys.
That was what I was going to take next. Right, what have we got? I feel like this has got to be the ballsy pick, right? Because I'm torn between 3 ballsy picks. And I'll talk you through the ballsy picks, Pengi. I'm torn between Star Wars Galactic Racer,
Yep.
unannounced 3D Mario game, and unannounced Half-Life game.
Yeah, the 3D Mario one I would say is the most unlikely because obviously it's the same devs that did Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
But then also no Nintendo Donkey Kong had been done about 2 years ago, just waiting for the Switch 2 to come out.
Yeah. And obviously Half-Life, if it comes out, is guaranteed points, but I know there's no smoke without fire.
Yeah.
But equally. So I don't know whether I should do that. Or do I could go safe. There's some safe picks I've still not taken yet. Like your Ace Combats, your Witchbrooks, I think are pretty safe. The third, A Plague's Tale game, is probably pretty safe. Definitely not Code Vein 2 though. That's not safe. Could go another Warhammer game. Why not? Tell you what, I'm gonna go for a series that always reviews well, and we haven't had one for a while. I'm gonna go Professor Layton. Pengi, do your last pick before we get on the counter picks.
Alright, I'm having a look. Right, so you got 007, which none of us has taken, which seems quite crazy, seeing it's got an 86 hype factor. Thing. Deathblood, obviously that's from software, but we don't really know what it is, do we? There. Obviously unannounced mainline Half-Life is pretty high. What have we got here? There's Yoshi and the Mystery Book, but I don't think the Yoshi games really ever do that well. Ballsy pick would be Pokemon Gen 10. Because if that comes out, it's going to score pretty high, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, it's just whether, because obviously it's the 30th anniversary, I have a feeling that we're going to get a lot of re-releases and stuff this year.
Yeah, and I can feel like a black and white remake or something. Ties of Annihilation, but that's TBA. It's not even 2026, so because that's going to be points, isn't it?
Possibly.
But surely it's the Souls like with Arthurian legends and stuff like that, and hey, people love all that stuff, don't they? But I think you took the wrong Warhammer game, Craig. Dave, sorry. Because the one you want was Dawn of War.
Dawn of War 4?
Yep.
Is that what you've picked?
Yep.
I'd like you to pull up the average Metacritic score for the Dawn of War series, Pengi.
Because
Because 3 and 2 were terrible.
No, 2 was good. 2 was good.
But only Craig with that Warhammer 40,000, because he's an absolute poser. Right, Craigo, you get the counter pick first.
Yeah, so Dawn of War 3 is a 77 on OpenCritic.
Yeah, but 3 wasn't good.
Okay.
2 is the good one, from what I remember.
1 is the good one. 1 is the one that people like.
God, this is tough. Last year, I think I took was it Crimson Desert Pengi took, and that was just so obvious to me. Right, let's have a look at your lists, boys. If I'm counter picking something from Pengi, it's either Adventures of Elia or Dawn of War. But that's like real damage limitation, I think. So I think they're both going to get. I don't think there's anything on any of our lists which is going to get under 70.
No,
Personally.
not unless it's literally broken when it comes out.
Yeah. So that makes it difficult. There's the ballsy plays of counter picking stuff which you think won't come out.
Right, looking at you, GTA 6.
Yeah, which can always backfire spectacularly, can't it? I'm really looking at Splatoon Raiders, I'm going to be honest with you, just because I feel like it's going to get points, but is it going to cost me... Is that going to cost me 20 points, or is that going to cost me 7 points, you know what I mean? That's the one that's really screaming out to me at the moment, out of everything. Again, Pragmata is one like that could be a 70, but
I just don't think it'll be a
it
90.
does have some momentum weirdly now, doesn't it? So
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah, people
think,
love the demo, and now it's got a Switch 2 version as well, and people are like excited for that as well.
yeah, I'd
I
love
could,
to be brave enough to counterpick Control Resonant, but I'm not. I'm just
yeah.
not. In case it does come out, because I think it will do well. I think I will just go for Splatoon Raiders. Let's have a look. How do I do this? Draft counterpick. Where's it? Tomb Raiders. There we go.
Have you done that?
Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I thought I had, but I hadn't. There we go. Should have gone through now, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's now on to Dave.
Cool.
What are we going for then, Davey? There's a lot of options.
There is.
It's hard this year.
It is hard. I'm just looking to games that I don't think are going to get more than an 80.
Yeah, I think that's. You've either got to do that or be really ballsy and go for something that's not going to come out.
Yeah. Hmm. Do people really care about that game? So there's that game. So the viewers can see what I'm looking at. There's that game. There's that game. Because that game might not come out. That game could very well be bad. As could that game. And also, if it doesn't come out in 2026. Okay, I'm doing it. I've counterpicked Blood of the Dawnwalker.
Okay.
I've
Because
just-
you think it's not going to come out, even though they just did a trailer going, this game's coming out this year.
I'm
Celebrate
gonna
it.
go about my theory that
Yeah.
vampire games don't review well.
Okay.
Call me
Yeah.
crazy, Pengi. But that
I
I'm
think
trying to.
that's points.
I'm trying to
it's
think. I
points.
just don't think it'll
I
be
think that's
90.
going to cost you.
I don't think it'll be 90. I think it could be low 80s best. It was that or Dawn of War. I just wasn't sure if Dawn of War was going to come out.
Dawn of War 2, I went and looked, got an 85. So, you know.
Yeah, but everyone who likes the games hates that one.
I thought that's the one everyone
No,
loved.
everyone loves the first one.
Yeah.
That's why they remastered the first one.
Okay. Well, anyway, I got all right. So I got all the options. So according to Hype Fact, I'm gonna do it. So according to Hype Fact, I should definitely not take Resident Evil Requiem because it's a 97.8.
Yeah. I think
I
mine are
think
the.
that'd be a mistake, Pengi.
I think
And
mine
then-
are the more obvious ones to take.
And then the one I should, yeah, you're the bottom four here, Dave. So it's telling me, in theory, I should take Total War Warhammer 40,000, which didn't get a date, so it is
No.
TBA. But I think that if that does come out, that is going to be good.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it will.
Professor Layton, I guess that's a little bit of an iffy one. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it's a bit iffy on that
Yeah,
one.
I do wonder if it's a bit of a dated franchise at this point.
Yeah, we haven't seen a huge lot of it. Like, will it actually, uh, you know, come out in 2026? Because that it's Deca Police as well, wasn't it? And that's been that
You're
supposed to come
welcome
out
to
in
take it, Pengi.
2024? I just talking it through. Then we've got Super Meat Boy 3D, which is next one. I think if that comes out, it says early 2026 as well. People are like that, stuff like that. And then we're just getting into stuff like Yakuza Kiwami 3, Dragon Quest. We're going to be good. Persona 4, I guess, hadn't come out this year, but it is the 30th. Is it the 30th or 20th anniversary, Dave? 20th or something of Persona?
30th.
30th, so I feel they got to have something apart from DLC for fitness boxing and sort of thing. But you did say this earlier, Dave. Who does everyone hate?
Xbox.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking Gears of War E-Day.
That's a wild kind of pick.
Yeah, I think that's I think that's going to cost points there. I think.
So Pengi's been blinded by his Xbox hate there,
Mm-hmm.
because that's going to come to PlayStation Day 1 and negate its hate.
You could do.
I do love that none of us have taken Halo, by the way. Right, so let's go through the list. So Pengi has taken Marvel's Wolverine from PlayStation, Saros from PlayStation, Onimusha from Capcom, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection from Capcom, Pragmata from Capcom, Marvel Token from PlayStation, Mixtape from
Annapurna,
the
publisher.
the Llama Devs people, Blood of the Dawnwalker from Europe, The Adventures of Elliot from Square Enix, and Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 4, which I think is Sega. I could be wrong. Was it?
Yeah,
Relic?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I've gone for Resident Evil Requiem, Control Resonant, Yakuza Kiwami 3 The Dark Ties, Splatoon Raiders, Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, Gears of War E-Day, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, Super Meat Boy 3D, Total War Warhammer 40,000, and Professor Layton in the New World of Steam. Mr. Craig Warren has taken Grand Theft Auto 6, Forza Horizon 6, Mina the Hollower 6, Trails in the Sky 2nd Chapter 6, Neo 3 6, Fire Emblem Fortune Weave 6, Vampire Crawlers 6, Phantom Blade 0 6, Reanimal 6, and Persona 4 Revival Redux Royal 6. And the counter picks.
I really like my wrist.
I
really like my wrist. I think I'm happy with what I've got there.
I think your list, if it all comes out, pretty solid. If anything whiffs, then you're in trouble, because it's all the big games, isn't it? Like if GTA 6 does get pushed, it's whether we can quickly counterpick it before you can change your mind. For counterpicks, Pengi's gone for Gears of War E-Day, I've gone for the Blood of the Dawnwalker, and Krager's gone for Splatoon Raiders. So yeah, an interesting looking year. I think there's a lot of games going to be announced throughout the year. And I think there's going to be lots. I think this is the first year it's going to come down to what we do from now on, as opposed to the initial draft. Because I think there's 3 solid lists there of games. I think feasibly every one of these 30 games could get 80 plus. Right? I think that's a pretty safe bet. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. But yeah, that is the show, the first show of 2026. Next week or next episode, we are doing the ever needed, ever wanted Game of the Year show. So look forward to that. But until that point, everyone have a lovely day.
Bye.